the best way to develop challenges are where the problems are. And I think since we face these challenges, I often ask people like, how come we're not the flood experts of the world? We should be exporting those skills to the rest of the world to learn how to manage floods. We experience it all the time. So why are we asking anyone else to come in? So I think those are things that we have to think about. Quickly, Khadija, for you, it's this big question, right? Things are evolving so fast. How are you keeping pace with that?
It comes back to that core skill of adaptability and making students adaptable enough to not only use new technologies, but then once they're out of university, they should know how to use the technology to get what they want. What I found in education was that everybody was a little bit scared of AI when it first came around, but I feel the teachers and instructors, especially at universities, have adapted beautifully to AI. So for example, you have less assessment methods that are based off of essay writing, for example. You have teachers asking students more constructive questions. You have teachers encouraging students to use AI to get their answers. Also, it's really funny how it depends on the subject matter as well. So I know you can't use ChatGPT in whatever form it is right now in chemistry studies because it gives you completely wrong answers. The way that we've done computer science, the way that we've adapted is we have brought in more student like teaching fellows, basically teaching assistants. So when a student writes code, we actually are able to say, okay, can you show me what happens when you change this line of code? So if they can do it, that means they understand it. If they can't, that probably means they've used ChatGPT. But oftentimes, what happens is we sometimes, this is important, and this will be the last thing I say. What happens is that there's often a doomsday scenario painted, especially when it comes to Pakistan and climate change. We are the 8th most vulnerable country with climate change. We have, I think our median age right now is 20.4. 2/3 of our workforce is under the age of 30. This is, like you said in the beginning, it's a liability as well as an amazing opportunity, right? If we are able to upskill this younger generation. But there's a time crunch. There's a critical time period, which is 2047. That's the time period for us. After that, the median age might be 30. More of our workforce will be over the age of 30. I think that's important to keep in mind. Pakistan, the state of Pakistan, has had one successful story when it comes to all of this in the past. It was when we made the nuclear program. The odds were stacked against us at that time as well, right? Our economy was in shambles. We had sanctions levied against us. Again, the education system wasn't great at that time, but we were able to do it. I think we need to treat climate and education with the same national security criticality. It's that critical to our national
I think what I'm
security.
getting is the approach. We're not talking about technology, but it's like, how do we make sure that we... Okay, I'm not